Hello from the United Kingdom. My name is Dr. Naomi Wynter Vincent, and I'm the author of the forthcoming book, Wilfred Bion and Literary Criticism. I'm sorry I can't join you in Brazil today for the conference Thinking Wild Thoughts. One of Bion's distinctive ideas is the way that he casts thinking as the work of at least two minds. The work of a conference is the work of many minds together, not all thinking the same things or in the same way, but creating, as Bion describes, a network in which wild and stray thoughts may be caught and elaborated. Today I'm at the Queen's College, Oxford, where Wilfred Bion came to study history from 1919 to 1922. He had only recently been demobilized from service in the First World War, where he served as an officer in the Royal Tank Regiment. The First World War interrupted the lives of many young people. Bion arrived at Oxford only a few years older than the average undergraduate, but immeasurably marked by what he had seen and experienced in France. 2018 is a fitting moment to remind ourselves of Bion's wartime experiences as we approach the centenary of the Battle of Amiens, which took place on the 8th of August, 1918. It's a date around which Bion's thinking and self-conception pivots. We cannot think about Bion without thinking about the war. We remember that Freud, the much older man, wrote Beyond the Pleasure Principle in the wake of the war. Bion was only a teenager when he went out to fight, and although he survived where many didn't, the impact of what he had experienced was devastating. If you have not already read Bion's account of the death of Sweeting, a young private soldier who was by his side on the 8th of August 1918, you must. You'll find at least 3 versions of it as he wrote and rewrote it to the end of his life. Crouching together in a hole while shell fire threatens from all sides, Sweeting doesn't even realize that his chest has been blown open by a shell. "Why can't I cough, sir? What's the matter, sir? Something's happened." With such enormous injuries, Sweeting must die, and indeed he does. The Commonwealth War Graves Commission tells us a little more about him. His real name was George Kitching. He was 20 years old, a working-class man, and he came from Hull in the northeast of England. George Kitching is buried in the British cemetery at Nomzauval in northern France. But in Bion's telling, it is not only Kitching who died. In one of his autobiographies, Bion affirms that he, too, died at the Battle of Amiens. "Oh yes, I died," he writes in The Long Weekend, on August the 8th, 1918. We can situate Bion's work and theory in this uncanny place where one feels that one has died and yet curiously continues to live. Bion can be described as a post-traumatic writer, as someone writing not only in the wake of the several traumas of his own life, but concerned with the places where our ability to think falls apart. As you reflect on the conference theme of Thinking Wild Thoughts, spare a moment, too, for the thoughts that defy thinking, that explode the container that could hold them, that are literally unthinkable. I wish you all a fruitful, thoughtful conference. Thank you for listening.